Hello, folks. Hello, Guy. Hello, traders. Welcome to XM Live Education. This is the beginner's room. My name is Stanislav Kolev. I'll be your trading expert in the following 1 hour in the indicators masterclass, where we'll be looking to a little bit different indicators this time. Um, w- you know very maybe you didn't know exactly what happened throughout the weekend, plus on the non-farm payroll. But we got a horrible non-farm payroll report, which was just adding more of recession fears to the global investors. Not only this, but we've got the information that Warren Buffett sold off his half of this Apple position. For people that don't know, um, Warren Buffett, he's not very diversified, and this is exactly how you make money. How? No, this is exactly how you get rich on stock market. You don't get rich faster. Okay, let's put it like this. The other method is dollar cost averaging every month, etc. But if you are really into investing and you're really there to make more than the average returns of the S&P or the Nasdaq or whatever, then you go and you expose yourself. You are not very diversified. You don't have all of the sectors, um, and so on. So his position into Apple was around close. Let's put it like this: it was close to 50% of his exposure, which is that is a lot. So what happened? He sold off half of the position, and now he's in cash. When I say cash, it is not directly into cash, but it is in T-bills. I'm going to give you a little bit of information about this. There are great opportunities related to all of that that's happening. So even though you missed the move down, I think that there is a very good high probability that we continue continue going in a particular direction. It depends on which instruments, um, which I'm going to be talking about now. Boyke in the building. Hey, Boyke, thank you very much for tuning in. Hi, Stan. Profit is also hello, Stani. Hi, Profit. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Backtesting instruments on Forex, dollar yen, Aussie dollar, pound dollar. I remember that we discussed that I backtest. Did you? Did you? Did you do back some of those backtests, or you are more into do it right now? Maybe you did some on the weekend. That's why I'm asking. Profit. Come on, Buffett is the market with all that power, money. He knows everything and he makes everything at the market. Well, he doesn't. It doesn't have any of the semiconductors, which have been the ultimate performer recently. But I mean, he definitely knows what he's doing, and the market is very responsive to him. I mean, he's a dinosaur. He's been around the block for like everybody else. All right. So let's talk about the Japanese yen and start from there, because this is the major trigger, um, for what just happened. And this is the massive drop on the dollar Japanese yen. Um, it is due few reasons. First and foremost, Bank of Japan is hiking the interest rates. They did a surprise hike recently, and many traders were borrowing Japanese yen at very low rates and converting those money into US dollars, use these US dollars to buy US stocks. So now that Bank of Japan starting a completely different path of their cycle, and they ditched their low rates. They started hiking the rates. They did already twice. They went below zero, and now um, they hiked recently last week. So all of these traders that have been borrowing Japanese yen to be converting into US stocks, or just putting in from taking from yen and putting from low to high interest rate, um, they are now in a very big trouble. Not only must they pay higher interest rates for the yen that they have borrowed, but now they're facing huge forex losses as well, with the US dollar assets that they're borrowing are declining, and they might be enough to repay the yen that they have borrowed as well. So they're getting hit on two tracks simultaneously. Um, and because of this huge unwind of these trade positions, trade is facing big losses and margin calls, and selling is causing more selling because um, just by the fact that the market is going further down, you will have to liquidate, which you're liquidating your buy position is further translating um, into more selling. Liquidating buying is translated um, to more selling, and this is where the massive catalyst is happening. We've got Middle East war escalation, but we don't see gold reacting to the whole equation, which is a little weird. That gold is just flat. Let me open the chart since I'm talking about this. Right? We don't have any move, neither Friday, not today. Right? Like, what is this? Up 1% of the open? Well, that's not really a thing. Uh, so I say Middle East war escalation, it's rather waiting somewhere on the sideline, right? And what else we got? U.S. political uncertainty, adding a little bit fear and panic, and also Warren Buffett, as we said, um, is giving us a little deal on it. We make everything. I think cash is cash because he pay his 15% to the government. Um, I think yeah, but the moment that he go into US dollar is yielding nothing. So he's rather buying bonds with that money. Of course, he has to pay tax, etc. But he's rather buying government bonds because at the moment this is what it also have been performing significantly good. So there has to be some transition, right? You cannot really sell stocks and directly convert it into bonds, or at least I am not aware of this type of an equation. But here, buying through cash and buying bonds, in case they mature, well, he's gonna get. Oops, sorry. He's gonna get paid very well. Boyk backed at 60% on gold, and Nasdaq and German DAX 56 only, a 1 hour time frame. Okay, not very promising. For how many tests you've got, Boyki? And Harry, hello, thank you very much for tuning in. What's your view on Euro Swiss franc? I want to check it right away. And Profit is having one question. There is a rumor to emergency Fed meeting to cut rates next days. You're absolutely correct. They do the same, if you remember, after COVID at 18, 9, then. At the rumor is 25 cut in this week or the other. How you see the dollar Japanese yen moves after that? I mean, this is very well developed move. We got like 12% for a currency. I think that this rate cut, whether it's emergency or not, I think it's already priced in. I strongly believe that all of those are okay, not all, but maybe half of that is priced in already. And dollar Japanese yen, I see it bearish. I bought a few other instruments, which I'm going to share at the moment. I think that this is just awaiting a pullback, and then we'll continue going down. Even not maybe a deep pullback, even just some tiny little bit of slack would be enough for selling. I would not be buying dollar Japanese yen. This is just starting. This is just starting, and COVID pandemic was right here. We're still 36% up after we were 57. So I say that this is bearish market. I would not buy whatever data comes. This is just the start of the divergence we're having. So far, the divergence was Bank of Japan dovish, Fed hawkish, right? And now we're having complete shift, and this is exactly what BOJ was waiting for them to get enough confidence that Fed will start cutting for them to start hiking. We got the new intervention governor or whatever it's called. I forgot. I never really tried to remember. So we got a new guy, new big dog in town, and they warned several times that you don't have to stay counter the end. Don't they said a few times, don't play this game. But all of the kitty traders that have been still holding the old narrative uh, to buy uh, to get yen loans to convert into dollar assets, um, now they're paying the price, and that's huge, and they're leveraged. And this is bad. I say this is bearish. Whether this cut happens, will it change much? Right? It's 25. Um, if they're going to ditch the September double cut, which at the moment is with higher probability by cutting now, and it's going to be like 40 days earlier, the market is already pricing it in. So for me, I think this may not have the volatility impact that we usually have it. Plus, you say it in your sentence. If there is a rumor, the smart money algorithms, um, whatever you call that, they already reacted to this. They have already reacted to this big time. So I even when you say this, we know very well buy the rumor, sell the news. So I think we may have, if they do emergency cut, we may have a little bit unwinding of this panic that we've got so far, and maybe we have a move up, surprisingly to everybody. But it's a typical buy the rumor, sell the news, right? So yeah, Euro Swiss franc. Then I'm gonna get back to the other stuff. Euro Swiss, I have one position. I think that we might go up here. Yeah, usually at those lows, when it makes a breakout, it's most of the time is false breakout, mostly on weekly chart. You rarely have a breakout that doesn't at least pull back massively, whether it's here or here at the bottom. Um, that's why breakout trading don't work, where it is the favorite of most of the traders. Oh, let's trade the breakout. What a breakout you're talking about. I mean, you backed it. Did you back this breakout? You barely get like 30% hit rate with one-to-one risk to reward. Plus, also, where is your stop loss? I mean, it is very not a thing. I'm super much counter. Sometimes, if I will have to do it, I have to do it. But trading a breakout without getting macro fundamental, sentimental, or any type um, of data that is supporting this, I would say no. So Euro Swiss franc, I have this sell. I don't know if I want to hold it because I like the euro. And I think that this is a very, you know what? I'm going to move my stop loss.